Hey guys, it's Ray. Welcome back to my playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV, the Hildibrand episodes. It's time for a new adventure with everyone's favorite himbo. And this episode has taken us all the way out to the Far East, to Kugane. And as such, I have dressed appropriately for the occasion. I am a samurai for this. I'm probably not going to be samuraiing for the actual trial, but I want to at least look good for most of the expansion. Not the expansion, this little series of stories. Also, I fucking love this blade. The reason why I'm saying that is because I have not touched samurai in forever. I got it to level 100 recently, and I'm still not sure about the rotation. It's a very complicated class. But anywho, we are in Kugane, and as such, we are going to look for our idiot. First off, look who it is! If you've seen my previous episodes, you know that this guy occasionally shows up in the areas where Nashu is, and you'll find out why. Conspicuously inconspicuous man. I could not say that for a second. Yon Lalafell has a lean and hungry look. Hell. Hey, you're Eorzean, right? An adventurer, maybe? Good at killing and whatnot? Yeah, I'm somewhat good. Me? Oh, I'm no good at it. I mean, other than the occasional rat, but I've got a job for you, if you're interested. See, there's this Makote girl, this incredible, beautiful, wonderful girl, in this tavern, right? She came all the way from Eorzea like you and me. So beautiful, this girl, so beautiful. But in this weird, strange place where people are bowing all the time and getting on the ground and tucking their legs under them, a young girl traveling by herself is in danger. Some bad people could trick her and take her to make her do, you know, things. Anyway, get in there and keep her safe. I'll be watching. You can see why I don't like him already. But he mentioned the Makote girl from Eorzea. I have a sinking feeling we know who it is. So let's go on up here. And, you know I said I hate Lalafells? I've said it multiple times on podcasts and other things. But I really hate Lalafells. But I hate one thing even worse. And it's these things. Fucking Namazu. Anyway, it's Nashu. I've seen this gentleman of yours you seek. Yes, and I should be glad to take you to him, if you like. You're ever so kind and helpful, Mr. Talking Cat. Catfish, to be precise. Though I care not for the Eorzean, I am Gyodo, a Namazu, and the services I provide are not free, I am sorry to say, nor are they cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? Oh dear, I spent my last skill on the Fair de Kugane. Is there any other way I can convince you to help? Oh, look. Something in katana distance. Poor, if it is a Rei'tan. Don't tell me you came all this way just to help little old me. I sensed something was up. Ah, you see, when Inspector Hildibrand took to the skies, I said, Nashu, you better not let him get away this time, and immediately began looking for ways to head as far east as I could. And you can't get much farther east than the Far East, right? I was worried I wouldn't be able to find him, but you know it, Gyoza. But wouldn't you know it, Gyoza, the talking Numa Numa here, says he knows where he is. I forgot you said Numa Numa. Careful. This one knows our game, especially his wrath. Escaping his wrath is going to take all our skills. You said something, you little shit. I see. There's no need for such menacing glares. None whatsoever. 1,000 pardons, my lady, but I had no idea you were traveling with such esteemed company. Forget everything I said regarding the fee. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a pressing engagement. Very pressing indeed. Yeah, that's right. You get out of here, you little shit. Oh, wait, you haven't told me where the inspector is yet. Looking for our Inquisitor? Inspector, I mean. Huh? Little Gyoza was trying to swindle me. Yeah, he was. Oh, Nashu, you ought to know better than to trust a talking cat. Lady, I am a Hrothgar. You are a Makote. We are both cats. And we both talk. Oh boy. Anyway, Nashu. I asked lots and lots of other people if they'd seen a gentlemanly Eorzean, but none of them were of any help. Oh, Inspector Hildibrand, wherever could you be? Stuck into the ground or the side of a building like it's not, keep an eye out for legs. Follow his keen inspector sense and search for a case? Let's keep an eye out for legs. Yes, he does have a habit of landing headfirst, doesn't he? Probably we won't need Lord Godbert's help to pull him out again. Ah, that's it. If the inspector is always on the hunt for a case, then all we've got to do is find the biggest, juiciest one we can, and wait for him to appear. Let's go and see what trouble we can turn up, eh? This way! Oh boy. Let's look for Nashu. As much as that fella said, I don't trust her to be wandering around. Alright, so... Q-Sen, what do you have to say? Unsolved crimes? So happens that a number of properties owned by wealthy merchants have been pillaged in this past fortnight. Master Akebona's shop in the Rakuza district was most recent, as I recall. But you may be assured that the Seki Segumi will track down the thief in due time. Ah yes, the Seki Segumi, known for their diligence and totally not corrupt. If you know anything about Japanese stories and stuff like that, you know that the Zaibatsu, not the Zaibatsu, oh fuck, I lost my train of thought, and I saw you. What now, you little shit? I've been saying that a lot today. But then again, there are a lot of little shits around today. What are you doing? Alright, you got me, Mr. Samurai, but before you do anything rash like arrest or torture or chop me into tiny little bits with that sword of yours, know that I've never touched her. I mean, I never even had a chance. I'm sorry. Oh boy, just explain what's going on, you little cretin. Oh, you're that Eorzean adventurer. I thought you looked familiar. Phew, for a moment there I thought I was done for. The Seki Segumi don't mess about. I'll cut first and ask questions later, you know. No romance in their hearts, they wouldn't understand. Romance? Ah, so it's not just big crimes, but big, incredible crimes you want to know about. Incidents the likes of which send ripples through time and space. Through fate and destiny? It was 5 years ago, or maybe it was last week. I'm not so good with time lately. Anyway, there I was, walking Ul'dah's busiest streets, when the sea parts and my eyes meet with those of a maiden most fair, and she stole my heart. It was like 2 grains of sand in the desert looking at each other, and one of those grains knowing that it was destined to spend the rest of its life with the other grain, because she had this whole sultry scribe thing, and made him so... Ugh. Oh god. Oh god, I can't even voice this without groaning. Ever since that day I watched her from afar, a silent guardian, a humble protector, a stalker in other words. Some might think me mad, or call me a coward for refusing to speak to her, but they are fools. Fools, I say. True love is not the product of clumsy banter, but careful study, years and years of observation, of obsession, until you know her better than she knows herself. I just have a question. Why Nashu, of all things? Perhaps when the time is right, I shall reveal myself to her. But until that blessed day, I shall aid her from the shadows, and you, my friend, will aid her in the light. I'll help her, but... As long as he's not doing shit, I probably won't cut him down. Anyway, that's all we heard of from here. There's still one more we can talk to before going back to Nashu. Amaji? Dastardly doings and reported instances of criminal behavior? This is Kugane, my dear. We have no shortage of that here. But since you ask, the story on everyone's lips is the Kaisen these days is that of the wealthiest among us and how they are being preyed upon by some sneak thief. Perhaps they should invest in better locks. Maybe. But yeah, Kugane is kind of a seedy place. A wretched hive of scum and villainy. Nashu! Ah, there you are. Learn anything interesting? creepy little bastard who followed you to Kugani says he's been stalking you for 5 years. Eh? Oh, you're having me on, as if I wouldn't notice. Be serious now. Nashu, you're not exactly the most attentive person I know. If anything, you're a bit of a ditz. But I'm too nice to say that. Anyway, there seems to be a sneak thief targeting wealthy merchants. Series of robberies committed by a mysterious thief? Ooh, that's just the thing. Well done, Rei'tan. Our next order of business should be to track down this Akebono and ask him about the latest incident. Alright, let's go look for this fella. I love the music here. Kugane is such a beautiful town. And the Stormblood theme is really good. He certainly looks like a well-to-do merchant. That fiend, that despicable rapscallion. The nerve of him to make mock of us. My thanks to you, Master Akebono, for all your help. I swear to you on my honor that this sneak thief shall be brought to justice forthwith. With that, I bid you good day. Ah, so it is Akebono. Let's go and ask him about the robbery. Okay, you okay, Nashu? Ran head first into that. Forgive me, my lady. In my haste, I did not see you. Are you alright? Shall I summon a healer? Don't worry, I've taken bigger knocks to the noggin than that. Hey, you're one of them samurai, are you? Shigure, at your service, my lady. You have my sincerest apologies for this incident. Much as I would like to make amends for my reckless behavior, I fear duty compels me to make my leave. The nefarious criminal is at large, and I must bring him to justice. Alright. See you later. I know this is going to be a recurrent thing. Oh, that's all we need. Competition. Well, I'm sure Inspector Hildibrand and his faithful assistants won't lose to the likes of him. That merchant must know something important for Shigure to go running off like that. Let's find out what it is. Greetings and salutations, Master Akebono. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. And this is Rei'tan, who has also got a knack for it. Can you tell us about the recent robbery? Ah, inspectors. I had heard rumors that one such as you were come from the west. You seem an honest sort, so I will oblige your request. This very morning, one of my assistants found my establishment unlocked, and when he went inside to investigate, he discovers that my most prized possession has been stolen. To make matters worse, in their place, he found this message. By the way, your mustache is horrible. You can get that off the online store. You have just been robbed by the Kugane Wolf Burglar. Wolf Burglar? Not Cat Burglar? Surely you've seen about his recent exploits. Similar calling cards were found at the scene of other robberies. And now I too have become a victim. Series of robberies committed by a thief with a calling card? Oh, there's no way Inspector Hildibrand's going to be able to resist the lure of this case. I thought the two of you were inspectors. But it makes no difference to me who catches the criminal, since the Seki Segumi seems to be at no loss. You will be generously rewarded for any information that leads to the recovery of my stolen property. I wish you well in your investigation. By the way, I'm giving him a Wario accent because of that fucking mustache. It is so ridiculous. But anyway, Nashu, what do you have to say? All we gotta do now is stick with this case and we'll be reunited with Inspector Hildibrand. I just know it. Call it my keen inspector assistant sense. Anyway, I'm going to try to learn more about these other robberies. If you learn anything interesting, come and find me. Alright. And technically, this is the end of this act. Nashu Makaraka is on the case. Look out, Mr. Wolf Burglar. Your days of wolf burgling are numbered. Because Inspector Hildibrand is... Oh, is that a green rooster? It's Inspector Hildibrand. Hey, Inspector, stop messing about and join us. So yeah, this is technically the end of Act 1, but we're only 14 minutes in, so for a special treat for you all, I'm doing Acts 1 and 2 in one episode. Oh god, I forgot about this. Core, it's been too long since I've had a chance to whip up a batch of Nashu's delights. You can be sure I'll be putting these little darlings to good use next time. Oh, bugger. Good thing I've got plenty more stashed away. Nashu? I forgot Godbert was there. Why is Godbert there? Fried fish, anyone? Or would you prefer it blackened? Okay. Alright, need to calm down. Okay, let's start on with Act 2. Life imitates art, imitates life. You have no one but yourself or the kami to blame for what comes to you if you talk to Nashu Makaraka. Well, if it isn't Rei'tan looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, have I got news to you? So I've been asking after that wolf burglar fellow, the one that left the cheeky note and claiming credit, you remember? And it seems he's not quite as sneaky as he thinks he is. Oh, he's robbed plenty of rich merchants blind, I'll grant you that. No doubting it was him earlier. Him either. Never fails to leave a calling card, this one. Too proud to leave people wondering for even a moment. But folks laid an eye on him more than a few times. In fact, after talking to all the eyewitnesses, I had enough information to try and sketch a picture of the devil himself. Nashu, an artist you are not. Maybe leave the art to the professional artistes. Not hearing a lot of support for the sketch. Right then, back to the drawing board. The metaphorical one, that is. Let's you and me seek out and question the rich and famous. The sort of folks the burglar's been targeting, and see if we can't learn something new. I'll head to Kugane Dori, and you can check out the tea house in the hostelry. Alrighty. So let's get a move on. First off, we got a spot right around here. Byakudan. Ah, that infamous thief, I know of him. For mercy, he has not seen the fit to trouble those of lesser means, like me and my associates. Perhaps you thought me wealthy because I patronize the tea house? On the contrary, this is my sole indulgence. Were I a stronger man, I would forego it. But alas, my heart will not be denied. You do you, dude. Find the simple pleasures in life, and enjoy them while you can. Speaking of, I have a pot of tea ready for myself whenever my throat decides to start shredding itself. Luraki. It's too long since I've shared a pipe with an Ijin. How fortunate I... You have no desire for a smoke? Only talk of the wolf burglar, I see. I have no personal experience on which to draw, so I doubt I can be much of assistance. What I know is known to all, but if you insist, he is a lone wolf without comrades, and despite their best efforts, the Sekisegumi has no leads. Some say this has emboldened the man, each theft more brazen than the last. He has even been practicing his trade in broad daylight, if you can believe it. That's the extent of my knowledge. Now, if you will not favor me with tales of your own, I ask that you leave me to my pipe. It's far less demanding company. You do you. I don't smoke. Alright, let's get a move on. Now, where is the... Okay, the next spot's further up this way. Anyway, you get to enjoy Kugane at night. It's a lovely place. Watch out for the catfish. Preening Pundit. I say, the Kugane wolf burglar. Must you sully my ears with that rapscallion's name as I attempt to take a moment to relax and take in the fresh air? Ah, it's no use. The moment is ruined. I too fell victim to the wolf's villainy, like so many others. Oh, if you had seen the vase before he took it. Ah, if there was any justice in the world, he would be paraded around through the streets and boiled alive in Tenkoto. Ew. Nasty. I believe boiling in oil is a reference to another famous Japanese thief. I forget the name, which is funny because I know my friend Leo has talked about it before. But then again, my brain is ever the ditzy one. Not as ditzy as Nashu, though. Speaking of, there she is. Alright. Anything else? Ah, here you are. Dig up any interesting tidbits? Well, let's see. So he's getting bolder by the day, is he? Well, if there's anything I've learned from following the inspector around, is that overconfidence is liable to get you smacked upside the head by your mun and your magic frying pan. That said, we'd have a better chance of catching this wolf if we knew who he was eyeing next. Yeah! A thousand pardons, young sir. I did not mean to trample you underfoot. Are you all right? Oh boy. And the little shrimp runs away. Hey, aren't you the samurai I bumped into the other day? Shiggy something, was it? Oh, we meet again, my lady. I say, you must think me in the habit of trampling my fellow pedestrians. Let me assure you, nothing could be further from the truth. I was simply preoccupied with thoughts of my investigation. That's right, you were after the wolf burglar too. Got any leads? As a matter of fact, I do. I but recently learned of a private auction in which many foreign wares are to be featured. While such auctions are not uncommon in Kugane, it has been some time since the wolf last struck. There are rumors that this auction may include particularly extraordinary items. Well, good a lead as any. Much as I would love to converse with you at great length, I really must be going. Until we meet again. Wait, Mr. Shiggy, sir, can we come too? To the auction? If you like, but I very much doubt you'll be able to afford any of the items to be sold. Oh, don't you worry about that. Rei'tan here's got enough money to buy and sell you 1,000 times over. Hey, just because I have 16 million gil, or 15 at this point. Yes, very good. Then by all means, come with me. By the way, Nashu, I worked my ass off for that money. I am not spending it here for frivolous reasons. Seriously? I have a feeling my wallet's gonna hurt. Anyway, let's get a move on. Here's Shigure. The venue has been reserved for the private auction. The guests should be arriving any moment now. I remember you. Master Akebono, was it? Well, if it isn't the inspectors, I did not know you would be joining us. I presume you are keen to watch for the wolf, but should you see anything you like, know that we have money changers on hand to assist for those who wish to spend foreign currency. I must warn you, however, that should we desire the same items, I am not wont to surrender without a fight. Ugh. Alright, let's see what's on sale. Greetings and welcome to you, the prosperous and the esteemed elite. This evening you will be given a rare opportunity to view, and purchase if you are so inclined, a selection of strange and wondrous items from across the world. Without further ado, I give you our first, a queer misshapen fiend captured in the mountains of the wilds of Yangsha. That's a Kikern. I is none other than the fabled Rat-Man, an unholy union of man and beast, a demon whose legend of whose flesh, when consumed, bestows life everlasting. The Eternal life can be yours, ladies and gentlemen. So, shall we start the bidding at 500,000 koban? 600. 700. 800,000 koban. 800,000 koban. Going once, going twice. Sold to Master Akebono. Let's proceed to the next item for bidding. I do not like this. This is seedy. He's not really going to eat him, is he? I think he is. The statue you're about to see was brought to Kogane from the west, the land of Eorzea, to be precise. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, statue does not even begin to describe this extraordinary work of art. Oh god. Oh, God. Well, we found our inspector. I give you the Eorzean Gentleman, a masterpiece, nay, a triumph of Western sculpture. Marvel at the intricate details, the features so expertly realized that some have even likened it to a living, breathing man, frozen in time. Oh, would you look at that? That statue's a spitting image of Inspector Hildibrand. Could have been sculpted by a fan? Was it a trick of the light, or did the statue just twitch? You mean to say that it might actually be the Inspector? Somehow frozen by temporal magics? In that case, I've got just the thing to bring him back to the land of the moving. Nashu, what are you doing? Of course it is. Seriously, Nashu in broad daylight? Stay your bomb-filled hand, my lady. I beg of you, lest you slaughter these poor people and bring this marketplace to ruin. Nashu, put down the bomb. This is not the time nor the place. I suppose you have a point. It wouldn't be very Inspector-like to blow innocents to kingdom come. Where do you store those? How readily she resorts to violence, this woman. I shudder to think what carnage she's left in her wake. Oh, I knew it. That's no statue. It's the genuine article in the flesh. Probably hit his head when he fell from the sky again. Or maybe he's gone into hibernation again or something. This bizarre sculpture is in truth a man? Is such a thing even possible? Strange. I do not recall it wearing the expression of sheer terror before. It was rather more serene, was it not? How very perceptive of you! Yes, this is no ordinary statue. It is a hitherto unseen hybrid of sculpture and automaton. Marvel at the way its features change, fluid and effortlessly. Oh boy. Yes, indeed. So, shall we start the bidding of this one-of-a-kind statue at 500,000 koban? 600. 7. 800,000 koban to be paid here in full now. God, you're shitty. Once more, Master Akebono will not be denied. Will any challenge his claim to the Eorzean Gentleman? We've got to do something, Rei'tan. If we don't, these people are going to buy the Inspector. I'm not going to say good riddance. That's too mean. Okay, I bid 900,000 koban. Wahaha, there's nothing in this world I cannot buy. 1 million koban! Oh dear. What's the meaning of this? By the kami, the Eorzean gentleman has vanished. You have just been robbed by the Kugane wolf burglar. That thrice-damned Oni, he struck again! I saw him, the fiend with wolfish features. He took the statue and ran towards the short pier. Alright, let's chase after him. Do you know what this means? Inspector Hildibrand's been stolen, or kidnapped. We gotta make it after that wolf burglar. For all we know, he might want to eat him like that poor Kikern. We can't have that. I don't think he's going to eat him. More so, try to sell him. Either way, we need to go after the guy. Alrighty. Let's get a move on. The short pier. Which is right here. Okay. Anyway, I hope you all are having a good day, and I hope you're all enjoying the video. I will say, I kind of find this chapter of the Hildibrand series to be not as good as the last two, but that's personal preference. It's still very funny. It's still very good. Anyway, Shigure. Oh, you follow me, I presume? I have a mind to pursue the wolf burglar as well. Of course we are. I think he's got Inspector Hildibrand. And I'll be damned if I'm not going to let some two-gill thief eat him. Are you perchance referring to the Eorzean gentleman? That hideous statue? I dare say no one in their right mind would try to eat it, but nonsensical fears notwithstanding, I would be honored to work with you to catch the wolf burglar. This man here claims he saw him board a boat with a statue headed towards the Ruby Price. It was a sight I will not soon forget. Never before have I seen a lupin carrying a twisted mockery of a man on his back. Never again will I expect. Too bold was the fiend this day, in seeking to claim such a conspicuous prize in broad daylight has left a trail we can follow. Come, let's make haste to the Ruby Price. Alrighty. Well, we gotta make our way to that area, so if I recall right, get up over here. And I can exit here, right? Yes. So we're going to have to go... I'm probably going the long way. Yeah, I'm going the long way. Sorry. But you get a nice view of the city. So, for those who are watching this series that haven't been in the Final Fantasy XIV, for starters, why the hell are you here? Other than me showing you the video, because I tend to link it to everyone I know. This place is basically Japan. This is basically the only port that's open in this world's version of Japan. So, yeah. And then Yangsha is China, and that sort of thing. So, Othard is basically the Far East in our normal sense. Anyway, we've made our way to the Ruby Price, and once again, we speak to Shigure. But what does Nashu have to say? That there tower just keeps going and going and going. Oh yeah, heaven on high. I still haven't gone all the way through it yet, but damn, that thing is tall. Surely one of the watchmen here will have seen the Wolfman as a stolen statue. Alas, I cannot say I've seen such a thing. Since the withdrawal of Garlean forces from Doma and the Ruby Sea, there has been a significant increase in domestic traffic. Accordingly, we have been instructed to wade through smaller vessels, leaving our waters absent cause. This lupin you seek has probably received no more than a cursory glance. I see. Thank you for taking the time to explain, and I pray forgive me the interruption. We shall continue our search elsewhere. The question is, where else should we search? Who else has a reason to keep close watch on these waters? Well, of wolves and gentlemen. Oh, how silly of me. The Confederacy has every reason to note the comings and goings of even the smallest vessels in the Ruby Sea. Their very survival rests on the ability to extract payments for safe passage, the so-called Ruby Tithe. Sakazuki is where we must go. Any traveler who does not wish to be raided and relieved of their possessions must journey here first to make the necessary overtures. Alright. Let's hurry on over to Sakazuki, which is right here. Thank God I can fly around here. I know some people who haven't even bothered getting the the flying thing for Stormblood. But anywho's, let's start with Ihaki. Searching for a bandit on a boat, you say? As far as I'm concerned, the only bandits are those who refuse to pay the tithe, like that one fellow I spotted not long ago. Why didn't I stop him, you ask? Because he was dead! I, standing motionless on his skiff, paying no heed to the waves or the waters. A dead man drifting. It's one thing to threaten a living man, but what could I possibly do to stop a dead one? Nothing, that's what. So I took the only reasonable course of action. I let him be. I am not one to consent with the dead, but if you are, by all means, follow the man to the Isle of Becco. I'll remain here to do my best to forget what I saw. Dead man, eh? Dead man in a boat for the Isle of Becco? It's the stupidest thing I ever... Unless... Aha! Don't you see? He mistook the Orsian gentleman for a corpse. The boat belonged to none other than the Kugane wolf burglar. Cor, what luck! Our liaison did mention that we would pay the tithe by the way of bringing a trespasser to justice. I do believe this qualifies. The hunt is on, to the Isle of Becco and that thrice-damned wolf. Alright. And you take care. Let's make our way over there. Ah, very nice. Very peaceful. This is one of the weirder maps in my opinion, mainly because you have to swim everywhere when you first get here. But regardless, let's go ahead and destinate. Hark, over there, a wolf! Or at least something that's got big ears and a long fluffy tail. Aha! We've got him now! Ooh, my throat kind of cracked there. So, it seems the wolf burglar was caught by the very people that were trying to catch him. That's not the wolf burglar. Call me for Fen. This is no wolf burglar. This is a man dead who yet moves. As a spirit bound by this mortal coil by burdens of the soul? I beg your pardon, good sir, but my soul carries no such burdens. Indeed, in death I found rather more liberation than I had in life, more purpose in meeting, and brotherhood. Wait a minute, you're one of the gentle dead men. But what are you doing so far from Eorzea and the others? As I live and breathe, in even further reaches I find myself reunited with Master Zombiebrand's compatriots. I too must confess some curiosity as to how you came to this place. But since you asked first... As unbelievable as it may sound, we heard rumors of an island deep in the Siren Song Sea, said to be home to the most undead individuals not unlike myself. As being a rather lonely existence, we resolved to dispatch an emissary to the isle, myself being the logical choice once again. About that, I kinda killed everyone. Ah, truly? Well, that would explain why the myriad skeletons we found were devoid of unlife, as it were. That said, even if it were as disagreeable a lot as you claim, I should thank you to stop killing every last undead you encounter in your travels. No promises. Anyway, having failed in my mission, I was at a loss for what to do next. The island was abandoned and Eorzea was ever so far away. Just then, I felt it, a familiar tingling in my rotten flesh. Aye, there was no denying it. I had felt the pull of our leader, Master Zombiebrand. His ether called to me, and I was duty-bound to answer. So I followed the trail, and it led me to this place. Cool, then it's no coincidence. The inspector and the burglar that stole him must be somewhere here on this island. But sir, do you feel Inspector Hildibrand calling to you even now? Can you lead us to him? As surely as I can crack open a hapless merchant's head and feast on the goo inside before you can say go. Follow me! By the way, I've been meaning to ask, what's with the wolfish getup? It's not the sort of thing a gentle dead man usually wears, though it's quite fetching, I've got to say. I think this was a Halloween costume? I know it's on the online store now. It warms my dead heart to hear you say so. I received it as a gift from a traveling artist. When I explained to him how difficult it was to converse with the common man, he fashioned it for me, believing it would serve to soften my otherwise terrifying features. And so it has. But enough talk. Master Zombiebrand needs us. Nothing I have heard ever even makes the slightest bit of sense to me. But no matter. If this misshapen undead wolfman can lead us to the thief, I shall trust him wholly. Welcome to the group. I was about to say seer, but no, Shigure. But yeah, he's basically the seer of this group or the Briardian of the group. As always, we have a straight man to deal with the nonsense, although... well, we'll see. Anywho's it. Let's get a move on. I believe it's some... Here we go. Speak with the gentle dead man. Ah yes, Master Zombiebrand is close. We are nearly upon him. And the wolf burglar? At long last, we'll bring that bastard to justice. Oh boy. Whenever it cuts like this, you know shenanigans are going to happen. It's so stupid, I love it. Wolf burglar, you have nowhere to run. Nowhere left to run. Surrender! Ah, so they finally caught up to me. Corey, he looks exactly like my sketch. Nashu, he looks nothing like your sketch. Your campaign for thievery comes at an end this day. Is this day the Bakufu will have their man, or that is to say, their Lupin. And he's running away. Stop, damn you! The inspector's still not snapped out of it, which means it's time for a triple serving of Nashu's Delight, Dango style. Oh boy. Bombs! Shut up, you stupid statue. Bugger me, are those bombs? Idiot, get rid of them! Get rid of them before you kill us both! Of course. Ooh, lovely fireworks. Well, Hildy's hanging off a cliff, in tattered rags as usual. And our wolf burglar is also. Although he's not in tattered rags. Help! Rei'tan! Nashu! Anyone? Forget Hildibrand, now's our chance to catch the wolf burglar. Don't worry about the inspector. He survived a trip back from Dalamud, so this is nothing. Let's get that wolf burglar instead. Sorry, Hildy. I'm sorry I was mean to you, but I had to do that. He drills his way through the earth. Legs spread. I told you before, Wolf Burglar, you have nowhere left to run. Fall, on the other hand... That's how it's going to be, then fall it is. Never thought I'd come this close to getting caught. Suppose it's my own fault for trying to nick a hefty prize like a statue. But if the statue ain't even a statue, then there's no reason for me to stick around, is there? Better luck next time, thief-takers. Well, so much for that. Let's... God, the nerve of that villain. And like I said, here he comes. I say, Rei'tan, I've come to expect such cold, calculating behavior from dear Nashu, but not you. Sorry. Hooray, Inspector Hildibrand is back. Nothing like a brush with certain death to get you back in the game, am I right, Inspector? What manner of sorcery is this? The Eorzean gentleman? The statue stands before me, speaking and gesticulating as if a living, breathing being. I trust I needn't remind you that I too am capable of such emotions despite neither being living nor breathing. But more to the point, Master Zombiebrand is no statue. Right. He's an agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Yep. Welcome to the group, guy. Good sir. By your garb, I gather you are a samurai? Then, am I correct in assuming we are in the Far East? Oh ho ho! As I wake from gentle slumber and find myself in a foreign land, who should I be greeted by? But a Far Eastern fan? And now I'm clapping. But ho, what's this? Already my keen investigator sense has alerted me to the presence of a petitioner in need. I must away for honor and justice and a hard-boiled egg.
Why a hard-boiled egg?
Wait for me, Inspector. You know I can't run that fast. Master Zombiebrand looks to be his old self again. Wonderful, simply wonderful. It's enough to bring a tear to this gentle dead man's eye. Or it would be if I weren't, you know. But as much as I would love to join you in your adventures, I must return to my brothers. I pray you watch over and keep our undead overlords safe. I'll keep an eye on the idiot. So, in Eorzea, a man may be an Inspector Extraordinaire as well as a zombie overlord? Truly, yours is a land of many mysteries and strange customs, I dare say, I will never comprehend. He's a bit of a special case. While I regret that we are unable to apprehend the Wolf Burglar, I am glad that the chase has seen you reunited with your comrade. Come, let us follow him and see where his keen sense leads. Alrighty, let's see what he's got. He's probably found something or other. But yeah, Hildibrand is back in all his ridiculousness. So, now we just need to find out where he's gone off to. And it should be right here. Oh, it's a wayward Kikern. Oh wait, I know where this is going. Did I not tell you I had caught the scent of a case? And here it is. I give you the case of the kidnapped Kikern. Simply put, his adorable little fellow's dearest friend was abducted by a dastardly fellow in the nearby city of Kugane.
We sail on a ship as sailors for East Aldenar Trading Company. Dr. Kugane's docks to unload goodly goods. When goodly merchant comes and offers tasty feasts for me and my friendly friend.
By the Kami, did that rat man just speak? Kikern, not rat man. Oh,
Kikern, not Ratman, Rude Man. Why does no one here know Kikern? Always demon with lucky flesh. We go with Goodly Merchant, all alone. Many turns, left, right, left, very confusing. Then Badman grab Friendly Friend, put gag in mouth and bag on head. I fight back and run, and they run too. Then I jump in the water.
It would seem that the currents carried him to the shores of this island. I have yet to ascertain the motive as to why anyone would kidnap a hapless Kikern sailor. because they know that he is a Kikern. He passes for a rat man of Far Eastern folklore, the flesh of which some believe bestows everlasting life. An Eorzean sailor with most unusual features, an incredible, albeit hideous statue of Eorzean make that was in truth a man. I dare say we've already met our goodly merchant. We must return to Kugane and confront this criminal at once. We may have abducted others from faraway lands to sell at auction. Fiend.
At the very least, we know he sold his Kikern-friendly friend. We got to save him too.
Right you are, my lady. We shall see the wicked punished and the innocent set free. Yes, I was just about to say that. Well said, you.
Alright.
Of course you were going to say that, Hildy.
Anyway, back to Kugane.
And let's see how things go. So, Ganedori Markets. And it should be over here. Silver-tongued broker. Shocked to see him?
Kami, strike me down! The Eorzean gentleman is alive!
Hearken to me, merchant. Your reckoning is at hand. For the crime of kidnapping a Kikern sailor and selling him into slavery, I hereby place you under arrest. Huh? I should hope I would remember doing so reprehensible as that. But more importantly, who are you to level such accusations, much less place me under arrest? You're none of the Seki Segumi, a common Ronin, are you not? You. Common Ronin come by the countryside looking for work. Work I so generously provided when I hired you to guard my auction. An auction you failed to defend against a thief who stole a priceless piece. I say, what audacity! That self-same piece stands before you, with the Kikern who escaped your kidnapping attempt, as incontrovertible proof of your misdeeds. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have defeated you! The least you can do is demonstrate dignity in defeat. The truth is plain, there is no denying it. And yet I do, Inspector. Was it? Whatever authority you may possess in Eorzea is not recognized here. Only the Seki Segumi can compel answers and arrest criminals. Yeah, boy. And with that, I bid you good day. Speaking of, you need not answer to them, but you will answer to me. We've had our eye on you for some time, my friend, but alas, all good things must come to an end. The Wolf Burglar was meddling merely to delay the inevitable. We have all the proof we need. Now do yourself a favor and come quietly, or don't, and do me a favor. Busted! Shigure, owing to the efforts of you and yours, we can finally bring this charlatan to justice. For that, you have my deepest thanks. Thank you, sir. That you would favor me with such kind words is a great honor. I can only hope that this goes in some way towards... However, you failed to inform the Seki Segumi of the Wolf Burglar's crime, despite being present, and instead pursued the thief on your own, is inexcusable. I cannot in good conscience admit you to the Seki Segumi at this time. Such reckless disregard and thirst for personal glory are traits I will not suffer in our samurai. Oh boy. Well, Hildy's trying to cheer you up. And hey, the Kikern is back. I kind of find them cute. They're kind of ugly in a weird way, but they're kind of cute. I don't know, I think it's the eyes.
1,000 thanks for saving Friendly Friend. Warier and warier we will be next time. No more following goodly merchants in the dark alleys.
You get home safe. I owe you all an apology. Like the merchant said, I am no more than a common ronin. My pursuit of the wolf burglar has been, from the very beginning, independent of the Sekisegumi or any authority. I came to Kugane to join the Sekisegumi, but was judged to be unworthy. Unable to find gainful employment as a samurai elsewhere, I struggled to make ends meet. And then, when I was about to renounce my dream and return to my village, I learned of a notorious thief. A thief that targeted only the most wealthy and influential. A thief that I might bring to justice and thereby earn the approval of the Sekisegumi. Hildy.
Say no more, my good samurai. Your earnest nature and passion for the law has won me over. I swear to you here and now, I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall help you scour all creation, from the deepest pits of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, with the Kugane wolf burglar, and we shall start right this instant.
And he's off to parts unknown. For now. I'm still not quite sure what to make of that man, but I suppose I should be grateful for the help. He's a good egg. A little weird, but he's a good egg. And a massive himbo. Anyway, Shigure. Rei'tan, was it? I should thank you for joining me in this endeavor, perhaps more so than others. Your help is of questionable benefit, whereas yours seems more reliable. The wolf burglar is not to be underestimated. He is a cunning, clever foe, as evidenced by the way he escaped. Sheer passion and determination will not be enough to catch him. Which is to say that while I value the assistance of the inspector and his assistant, I believe cooler heads will prevail in the end. To wit, yours and mine. I too may be prone to fits of passion, but I should like to think it is nothing compared to that of the Eorzean gentleman. He's an odd one, I will say that. Oh yeah, it's doing this now. Hildibrand will return in The Blade Mislaid. But first, we must bring to you a dance-off. I see you, you little Lalafell and shit in the corner. See you, Inspector. So yeah, for the Stormblood Hildibrand episodes, they end with a dance. A dance that we shall learn. Or I should say, that I have already learned. Where is it? Here we go. I'll show it off to you guys. The Manderville Mambo. It's a much better dance than the Manderville dance. But yeah. So, that's the end of Act 2. We did 2 acts in this one because the first one was way too short. But, anyway, that's it for this episode. In the next episode, we will go on to Act 3. We're already on Act 3 of all things. So, until then, this has been Ray, signing out. Later, guys, and have a good day.